Prisoner 1, 2, 3 climb off Mark. Spit. Roman enters with Dima, Everny, and Zakar. Roman. Thank you for your time, gentlemen. We'll take care of this garbage. Everny, Zakar, and Dima. Prisoner 1, 2, 3 exit into hallway 4. Roman and Samon pick up Mark, slap him awake, then drag the dazed, beaten Mark out into hallway 4. Interior, prison, hallway 4. Night. Boris leads a bloody, zip-tied Ivan Drago down hallway, escorted by Guard 1 and Guard 2. On the opposite end of the hallway, Roman and Samon escort Mark towards Ivan. Mark lifts his head, locking eyes with Ivan. Ivan. Brother! Ivan kicks off Guard 1, slams Guard 2 into the wall, twists his hand, snapping the zip tie, and shoulders Boris aside. Surprised, Roman and Simon drop Mark to shoot Ivan, but Ivan clears the distance, slamming their heads together. Kneeling, Mark stares up as Ivan cocks his aim to strike. Boris shoots Ivan with a taser gun. Ivan's fists clench and teeth grind as he falls exhausted in front of Mark. Boris stops tasing Ivan as Pavel rushes in, knees Ivan's back, and attaches prison shackles. Roman and Samon wake up. Pavel. When you two jokers are finished, give Mark to those two sorry asses and help me get Elephant into air. Exterior, runway, night. Alexei and Boris talk in blizzard as Pavel, Roman, and Samon shuffle off Ivan slowly onto the aircraft. Boris yells over the propeller engines and wind. Boris. Mayor, are you sure you want to leave in this storm? Alexei. Leaving. All you have to remember, Boris, is that we were never here. Alexei steps into small aircraft. Interior, aircraft, night. Ivan is chained to the floor and wall and back as Alexei boards the small luxury aircraft. Alexei. Men, it's a long flight to China. Put Ivan out for 2 days. Relax, then change back into uniform. Pavel, Roman, Samon simultaneously. Yes, sir. Alexei sits pilot. Roman sits co-pilot, and Samon sits midway as Pavel holds Ivan's nose while shoving a bunch of pills into Ivan's mouth. Ivan swallows. Pavel. Good boy. We're all set back here. Samon pulls 3 beers from a small refrigerator, tossing one to Pavel, one to Roman, and then joyfully opening his own. With an open hand, Roman catches his beer, pressing play on the old tape deck, then opens his beer. Scorpions, Rock You Like a Hurricane starts to play over the intercom. Roman. Let's rock and roll! Exterior, runway, night. Guard 1 and Guard 2 push the boarding stairs off screen as the small aircraft disappears into the snowy night. Curtain. Cut match 2. Interior, USA. Club, night. Curtain pulls back. Woman, redhead, dances sexy with Mason Dixon as Scorpion's song ends. Woman kisses Mason's cheek, slinks away. Woman. Thanks for the dance, beautiful. Tyrese leans in, talking thuggish. Tyrese. Make that good girl go bad. Mason nods, walking after woman. Tyrese turns to entourage. Tyrese continued. Watch this, boys. Mason's gonna pop that baby. Mason walks to the bar where the woman is talking with large bouncer number 1. Mason cuts between bouncer 1 and woman, gently touches woman's arm. Mason. So honey, we having this after party, and I would like you to be my special lady. Woman gives a snubbish negative reaction. No thank you. Woman looks at bouncer 1 to act. Bouncer 1 grabs Mason's arm. Bouncer 1. The lady said, beat it. Mason looks over shoulder. Mason. Is that so, chump? Bouncer 1. That's so. Bouncer 1 spins Mason around, takes a swing. Mason evades, then sticks his face forward, taunting Bouncer 1. Mason. Oh, Grandma, that weak punches you have. Oh, Grandma, what weak punches you have. Crowd eggs on fight as frustrated Bouncer 1 lunges forward with a left then right punch. Mason simply steps backward to draw Bouncer 1 away from the bar. Bouncer 1. Come here, sucker. Bouncer 1 reaches, but Mason delivers 5 fast stomach punches with uppercut. Arms flailing, Bouncer 1 stumbles backward into the bar, breaking glasses. For more bouncers rush up to the fight. Tyrese touches Mason's arm. Tyrese. Can't let you have all the fun now, can we? Tyrese laughs. Mason's entourage emerges from crowd to fight. Music stops. Crowd quiets. Woman stands on bar, yells, "Let's rumble!" Woman throws glasses as bar fight erupts. Cut to in club. News broadcast. Cell phone footage. Shaky cell phone footage of everyone fighting. Breaking news graphic at bottom of screen. News anchor voiceover. Again, this brutal cell phone footage may be too graphic for young viewers at home. Exterior. Club. News broadcast. Professional footage. Night. Police barricade separates people from policemen. Police lights flash as entourage members are pulled out in handcuffs from club by policemen into holding van. People record with cell phones on either side. Cop 1 wrangles Tyrese as he struggles to be on television. News anchor voiceover. Mason Dixon and his crew have been arrested tonight at Club Stealth after brutally beating random patrons and club bouncers in a horrific display of violence. Tyrese. Are you recording? I hope you're ready. Cop 1 stuffs Tyrese into the paddy wagon as Mason gets pushed out by large Cop 2 and 3. Cop 1. Shut up and sit down. Cameraman. Mason, what do you have to say? Mason pushes towards TV camera. News anchor, voiceover continued. When asked for comment, Mr. Dixon said, Mason. Get some attention. I told you I'd get some attention. Now didn't I? Get some. Interior. Match cut to Interior. Lou DiBella's office. Night. On wall mounted flat screen TV. News anchor sits at desk. Mason's arrest footage plays beside anchor. News anchor. Stay tuned. We'll keep you up to date on the recent arrest of Mason DeLine Dixon and his group of hoodlums. Right after TV turns off as Francis Robertson, Mason Dixon's manager, middle-aged businessman, slams TV remote on coffee table. Yells over his shoulder at Joe eating from cheese and crackers tray on credenza. Francis. Damn it, Joe. Did you do this? Joe doesn't pay any attention. Francis continued. I said, did you do this? Joe. It's Rocky. Francis looks confused. Francis. What about him? Joe. Told Mason we invited Rock to sell more tickets. Francis. And? Joe. And that he had to get asses in the seats and we needed to get some. Pause. Attention. Francis gives Joe a question look. Francis. Well, did it? Francis looks over at Lou DiBella, Dixon wearing a fight promoter, bald, older New Yorker, sitting at his desk. Francis. Continued. Well, did it? Lou. Not enough to justify the amount of money you two are behind on. Francis points to the television. Francis. What about this stunt? Lou. What about it? Francis. Is this going to kickstart Mason's image? Add enough buzz to give him the extra boost he needs to get covered butts on benches? Lou: you mean after that foolish edgy commentator idea of yours? Let's check. Lou gets up from desk, walks, picks up remote, clicks on TV. Split screen video of Vladimir Putin and Barack Obama clips play with titled Politics Today. News anchor VO: President Obama has just signed in a new round of sanctions to influence Russian President Vladimir Putin's withdrawal from. Lou turns to sports with comedian Norm Macdonald. Deflatate update one flashes in corner. Sports 1 anchor: so deflating a football is a bigger crime today than doping, said quarterback. Lou turns to TMZ. Screen shows frolicking kittens. TMZ anchor VO: Kim Kardashian gets naked with furry kittens coming up next. Lou turns off TV, walks around room pointing a remote. Lou's son Quinn sits with laptop on couch. Lou: boys, the fact of the matter is, boxing is going out like solo synchronized swimming. There just isn't enough blood in it. Francis and Joe look bewildered as Lou rants animated. Lou continued: but on a positive note, if it's attention you seek, then maybe Mason the Lion Dixon could get pulled over and videotaped walking a drunk line, or join the Raiders as part of their defensive line, or better yet, star with Michael Douglas in a remake of A Chorus Line. Lou laughs to himself. Lou continued: now, I'm sure that would get you some attention. Pause. Unless Mr. Dixon is arrested for fighting for the MMA. Is interested in fighting for the MMA. Joe: that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, ticket sales are down. Yeah, Mason's got issues, 'cause I turned him into a man-mashing machine. Joe clearly frustrated by Lou's comment. Joe continued: but if you think Mason is gonna sully the art of boxing by moving into the butcher house, maybe you're the one that doesn't respect the sport enough to promote it. Francis: ladies, arguing isn't going to solve anything. We're smart. Let's put our heads together and get this figured out. Lou: alright girls, I'll bite. But this is the last dance, and I'm not nearly drunk enough to take you home. So how do you make Mason interested again? Pacing back and forth, Francis starts to think out loud. Francis: well, Rocky is done, so a rematch is out of the question. Lou: but the Rocky-Dixon fight brought the numbers you're going to need to keep Mason's party rolling. Francis: well, pause. Who beat Rocky? Lou: now you're thinking. Joe: Apollo Creed. God rest his soul. Joel makes the sign of the cross, kisses hand. Lou: the day boxing lost its true champion. Francis: Clubber Lang. What about Clubber Lang? Joe: he's a preacher now. Lou: and no flock wants to watch their shepherd get knocked out, no matter how tough he is. Joe: Tommy Gunn. Is he still around? Right? He's still around, right? Lou: joined the military, retirement. Joined the military, retired. Became a Muslim. I believe he's living in Iraq with 6 kids and 2 wives. Francis reacts with excitement. Francis: so you're saying we can't get him? Lou: that's like getting the Dalai Lama to tour China. Believe me, I tried, but he's a pacifist. Joe looks at Lou funny. Joe: why would you try to get the Dalai Lama to tour China? Lou: what? No, Tommy Gunn. Never mind. Quinn speaks up, but is ignored. Quinn: Dad. Francis: who was that boxer Rocky fought before Clubber Lang?